channel, you guys. Today's video is over my first semester of pharmacy school, and thank you God it is over, and also thank you God I passed. So in today's video I'll be sharing the pros and kind of cons of my first semester, kind of what I learned, things that I wish I would have learned before going into pharmacy school, and basically how I made it out and how I passed, some study techniques, little things like that. So without further ado, let's just dive right into the video. So I'm kind of just gonna start with like my first thoughts of like going into this whole process and kind of where I was at in the beginning. So you can kind of see on the vlogs that were in the very beginning with me going into orientation, my first week, stuff like that. I was like very nervous and very timid. My biggest thing was I was scared that I wouldn't find friends or like that I wouldn't meet people that, I don't know, I clicked with. And I'm a really shy person, so it was just, yeah, that was a big fear of mine. But luckily I found two compadres. Does that mean friends? I think so. Yeah, I found two friends that I stuck with throughout the full time. I met Courtney on the first day, I think. Yeah, so we met because she asked me if I did YouTube because her friends saw me on there. And then I met Collins through Courtney. We were at like a fair and he was already with her, and so then she introduced me to him, and so now we're all three friends. And then I also have more friends, but those two are the ones that I like stick with throughout the full day. We sit together, go to lunch together, study together, everything. So that fear kind of went away after the first week. Also another fear was, so we have TBL groups. It's like you're in an assigned group it's just totally random. So I was scared that I wouldn't meet people in there or that I'd be too shy, and you're also graded off of how much you participate. So I was just scared that I wouldn't comment things because I didn't know anybody and I was scared to say the wrong thing. But now in the end, like, I love my TBL group, you know? Like, I mean, I love everyone in the class, and it's like really a family. Like, honestly, it's like a family in there. You're going through 4 years with the same people, the same 100 people, and yeah, you're just gonna create bonds, and no one is there to bash you or to go against you. Everyone is helping each other. Like, that's one thing I have to say about my class is they're very helpful, and everyone's thriving together, and we're all trying to succeed together. Starting out, there was a lot of stuff we had to do. Like, there was like, I had the longest checklist of things, and I'm really bad at getting things done and also remembering to get things done. I actually have to do something too before today. I still have to do evaluations. But besides the point, yeah, I'm really bad at getting stuff done, and we had to get all these vaccines, all of these titers, upload all of those to 2 different places. Like, it's just a lot of things that I can't remember. We had all these different websites. We had Digication, we had Pharm Academic, we had our UNC-HSC like regular page, we had Canvas. It's just like a lot, and I felt really overwhelmed. I was scared that I would forget something and then not get a grade for it. And with Digication, it was like a e-portfolio, and you had to do certain things at different times with that too. And yeah, it was a headache, and I was so like nervous. I was just like, wow, how am I supposed to remember all this stuff? Every time I would ask someone if they already did it, they're like, oh yeah, I did that like last week. And I'm just like, I also didn't know how I would like the different teachers. Like, so one class would have like 5 different teachers or 4 different teachers. And so the tests were all different pretty much because each teacher asked things a different way. Some people, or some teachers, they would be straightforward, or I guess I should say professors. Some professors, they would be straightforward and just be simple, like, do you know it or don't you? Some would be like application based, so you'll have like a patient, kind of like a case study, and try to figure out what's wrong with them. And so yeah, it took a lot of getting used to. I was really scared about that. My first block of exams were so bad, like they were really bad. So it was like I basically had to play catch up from the beginning all the way to the end because I started out bad. Okay, so now let's talk about working while in pharmacy school. So this didn't really work in my favor, and I kind of blame that some for how bad I did on my block 1 exams. Yeah, it was just impossible. I worked all weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pretty much from morning to night on all 3 of those days. So then Monday through Thursday, I would just be going to school, coming home, studying. it didn't look like that. Especially because I needed to like get my own technique of studying and learning things, because I've only been through prereqs while everyone else pretty much has like bachelor degrees and they have their study habits down. They know what they need to do. I didn't know what I needed to do, and working was not what I needed to do. But with that being said, I am going to be working next semester. I stopped working last semester just so I can get my stuff together. But now that I know what I need to do, I can work. So that's kind of something I would say if you're debating if you should work in pharmacy school or not. I would kind of like test it and just see how things go. Also, I didn't study enough probably first 2 blocks. Like I needed to study 10 times more than what I was doing. And then my 3rd block and my 4th block I kind of caught on and, you know, made it pass. So speaking of studying, so some things that I changed. Usually I'm the type of person where I try to cram everything the day before. No, we don't need to do that anymore. So yeah, I stopped cramming and I just started trying to learn the material the day that we got it, so that everything is not like brand new to me. So I would try to learn it the day before, go in and learn it with the teacher, like in class, and then afterwards go over the objectives again that same day. So then it's like we went over it 3 times. Well, I went over it 3 times. That kind of helped. And then also I would just rewrite out my objectives and the answers to those. And then anytime it was around the time for a block exam, me and my friends, we would kind of get together and just literally go through every single PowerPoint. For this last block exam, we went through every PowerPoint we had in this full semester, and it was crazy, but we did it. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do a separate video on like in detail how I study and like my notes and what I do. So stay tuned for that. I probably won't do it until I actually start my 2nd semester, so that I can have examples to show you on how I do it. So my final thoughts about my first year, I wish I didn't stress out as much. I will say like the OSCEs that we did, like the in-lab stuff, that was like 10 times easier than what I thought it would be. Even like when we had to do our immunizations, it was like super easy, and I was like really scared to have to like talk and you have to ask these questions like, are you sick today, and all these different things, and it's not scary at all. Like I don't know why I go into things so scared. So one thing I would tell my old self, my last semester self, would be don't stress. Like we're all doing this for the first time ever, so don't stress. And same for if you don't know the answers to questions that you're asked, it's okay. Like this is our first semester going through this. It's not like we're P3s and we should know this stuff by now. So, and that's also my advice that I would give to anybody else going into pharmacy school. Don't be afraid to say the wrong answer. No one's gonna laugh at you. No one's gonna be like, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Everyone understands, like, this is your first year. You basically don't know anything about pharmacy. That's kind of how they're taking a look at it. I joined organizations, but I feel like I should have been a little bit more involved with the organizations, but this is just my 1st semester, so I can't really blame myself for that. I wouldn't say join every single organization, but try to get involved. Like a lot of people in my class, they actually hold positions in these different organizations while I'm just like a member. So I could have tried to get a position, but I kind of wanted to wait probably to my P2 year. But yeah, my final thoughts, I would tell myself, you should have studied more at block 1 and block 2. You got your stuff together, block 3 and block 4. And you should have been less shy. There's nothing to be afraid of. Everyone's in the same freaking boat. And what else? That's about it though. But honestly, I had the best time my first semester of being in pharmacy school, and I really can't wait for next semester and many more years to come. So yeah, that's the video. I kind of just wanted to give you a little insight of what I did this semester and my problems and what I did to fix them. But if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you have any video ideas that you would like me to do, or like anything, like more information on pharmacy-based things or lifestyle-based things, let me know in the comments and I'll read through them and maybe pick a few. Like I said, I am doing Vlogmas, so watch every day. Like, get into my life. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!